Hey guys, welcome back to Zone TV. I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi. No, I'm Lexi and you're Jonathan.
I'm Jonathan.
Yes, and
Jonathan.
we have been talking all about worship, but I'm really more curious what you have going on here.
This
What's this?
is my tower. I know you're impressed. It's okay. I'll sign autographs later. Don't worry, it has rooms inside of it.
Okay.
It's epic.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, you've been building this for a long time, I feel.
Just a professional. What can I say?
Wow. That tower looks so cool. It would be so much fun just to punch a hole right through it. Man, I think I want to do it.
What did you do?
I'm so sorry.
It's ruined.
I just my thoughts took over. I don't know.
There was
I don't know.
gonna be a picture, and
don't
it
know.
could have been hung up on my mom's fridge.
I'm so
and
sorry. I don't know.
Well, now what are we gonna do?
Well, I can help you rebuild it. See, let's just build it together. I'm sorry.
It's gonna take forever. Okay, well, I mean, while we do this, I guess we can just send it to Pastor Jonathan and Alex in the field. Talk about the craziest things that the kids have done. This is for sure the craziest thing that you have ever done. Let's get started.
Hey guys, we are back in the zone. Pastor Jonathan and
I'm Miss Alex.
we have a question. Let's go. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Go fishing with the alligator?
Whoa. You went fishing with an alligator.
Yeah.
Was the alligator holding a fishing pole?
No.
That would be real crazy.
Yeah.
Was-
Did you wrestle it?
No.
That would be real crazy. That would be too crazy. And that's just crazy. Going fishing with the alligator, just crazy enough. Good job.
Have you ever been on a roller coaster before?
Yeah.
Was that crazy?
No, not really. Too big?
Too
That
big.
is crazy.
Now, when
You
you
could
say
fly
too
right
big,
off.
you're talking about sitting in a tube while a boat pulls you.
Yeah. And
Wow.
My uncle does all these bumps when we're on vacation.
Dude, is your uncle crazy?
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
We all got a crazy uncle.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Going on a flight with no one with me.
By
Whoa.
yourself.
Going on an airplane flight, just you. Do you have to sit next to a stranger?
Yes.
Did you talk to them?
No.
Did they fall asleep on your shoulder?
No.
Backflip off a huge floaty that's about a story in there.
I won 5 competitions in cheer.
Whoa, 5?
Okay, what kind of stunt do you think took you to the top?
They extend me really high and I do a shroud jump.
Whoa. Were you on the top of the pyramid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Crazy.
That was
Crazy.
wild.
Just so crazy.
insane.
I was not ready for that, and I need to sit down.
Back to you, Lexi and Jonathan.
Wow, those were some crazy answers. They did some crazy things.
Still not as crazy as what you did.
I already said I was sorry. All right?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You know the
How
Bible talks about forgiveness.
Hey. I'm getting there. But how about we just send it to an expert, Katie, to talk about how we can worship God with all of our mind?
Sounds like a plan.
Hey boys and girls, I'm Katie. And sometimes does it feel like your brain is just exploding with all this stuff? Like there's so many thoughts and actions and possibilities. It kind of makes you feel a little crazy sometimes. All right, I want you guys to put your hands in the air and shout in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Stop! Breathe. Sometimes God's greatest gift to us is peace. And it's hard to do sometimes because it's really difficult to worship God with our minds because there's just so much going on in there. Like, what am I gonna wear to school? I don't wanna clean my room. How do I talk to my friends? They were just mean to me. There's just so much going on. But if we take a moment to pray to God and a word from God, we can take our brains from this to this. One of the greatest people to look at is King David, because he had to take a lot of time to clear out his mind of all these negative things and focus on honoring God with his thoughts. In 1 Samuel 24, David is hiding from Saul in a cave with all of his men. But then Saul and his whole army come up to the mouth of the cave to rest. So all of David's men are freaking out. They're starting to worry, they're starting to doubt, until they realize that Saul is actually coming to the mouth of the cave to go to the bathroom. So while King Saul was sitting on the porcelain throne, David's men were filling his mind up with all of these negative thoughts. They wanted him to kill Saul. So because David did not want to mess up the calling God had on his life, he threw out those temptations and all those negative thoughts, and he decided to do what was honoring to God. So he snuck up behind Saul and he cut off a little piece of his robe. So when Saul finished up, he probably washed his hands, flushed the toilet, and he walked out of the cave to meet his men. David came up behind him, and Saul was horrified because he could have been killed. But David said that because Saul was chosen by God, he promised never to hurt Saul or any of his children. David chooses God's peace above his own understanding of peace. It would have been so much easier to just kill Saul and he would have been king right then and there. But David chooses to see it God's way. Because God had appointed Saul as king, only God could judge him. So David chooses to silence all of those negative thoughts from his men and only glorify God with the good ones. So how do we have peace in our own minds? Well, we have to focus on God and honor him with our thoughts. Like it says in 2 Corinthians 10:5, take every thought captive to obey Christ. But that's easier said than done, right? Sometimes it's difficult to sort out the good thoughts from the bad thoughts. But think about Philippians 4:8. It's like a thought checklist. It says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. The next time a thought comes into your mind, stop and take it captive. Let's think of one right now. Mine is, I had an argument with my friend and they said something a little mean to me. I could say something mean back, or I could forgive them. So let's think about it. Do those thoughts fall into any of the categories we just talked about? Is that true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable? Is it excellent or praiseworthy? Based off of these things, I think the best thing to do is to forgive her. So if it's not any of those things, then it's not honoring to God. And I promise you this, boys and girls, if you practice it over and over again, the easier it'll get to worship God with your mind. Just ask the Holy Spirit to help guide you.
You know what? This is looking pretty good. Pretty good. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm thinking about hitting it again. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Katie taught me to do better than that. But I think we should build it even taller than we did before.
World record?
Yes, absolutely. But let's take a second. Let's do the big idea with our friends. Okay?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Ready.
All right. Love the Lord your God with all your heart,
soul,
mind, strength.
No!
I'm just kidding.
Not funny. Okay, see you guys next week.
See ya.